sorry, hold on. Manga review.
What's up, guys? We're back with another anime chapter review.
Manga.
Yeah, shit. Wait, you're not Jason.
I kicked it off. Hey, I'm actually on the fucking I'm on the couch, man.
This is weird.
I exist in the same realm as Noah today.
But yeah, we're back with another manga review for Tatsuki Fujimoto's Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
And I'd like to point out, we are going to catch up to where they are currently in the story eventually. I just figured it'd be, right to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I just feel like so, at least for our channels.
I thought you read the whole book and then we're just like
No, I've been taking my time.
skipping back.
I've been taking my time.
And like reviewing the chapters. So I killed that in like 2 hours.
I imagine once I finish the first 20 chapters or so, then I'll probably just start flying through it. But I just got so many things balanced. So
I just like dipped my toe into like actual weebdom, dude. I bought a bunch of anime merch. I bought some manga.
You love to see
Start
it, guys.
to fill a shelf.
You love to see it.
Yeah, I got Berserk Deluxe Edition because I figured that's where you start.
It looks gorgeous too.
Yeah, I watched the anime years ago and it was so bad. So
without further ado, let's get into chapter 3.
Let's do it.
Chapter 3 is arrival in Tokyo. So basically, where we left off in the story, he had just become a devil hunter, right? And he's kind of just following Makima around.
Yeah.
And this is where we get our first bit of world building, really, because she brings him to the Devil Hunters Association, HQ. Yeah, their Tokyo building.
Yeah.
Which really starts to give you a sense of the hierarchy in with the Devil Hunters. So they have their own.
Yeah, it's run like a corporation.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I'll give you 10 billion points if you can remember what the guy's name that she sends him to train with. I would have to look this one up. This was a tough one.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, when he first gets in, she assigns one of the other new guys to show him around, basically, to chaperone him.
Did he give his backstory?
Not yet.
Damn. See, I shouldn't have read ahead.
You shouldn't have. No,
I didn't know.
Okay.
Man.
It's Aki Hayakawa.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, actually.
Yeah, of course you were.
Yep.
But yeah, so she sends him to follow him, and basically he's supposed to just show him the ropes, but all that happens really is he beats the shit out of him.
Kicks him in the nuts.
Well, not Denji kicks him in the nuts.
Oh,
but
yeah, that dude beats
he kind of just beats the shit out of him. Is like, right. Yeah, anybody who joins the Devil Hunters for shallow reasons should just quit. Mm-hmm. And he's like...
But he doesn't understand how deep Denji's want for stuff is. He's never had stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Right, that's very true. Right now, it seems pretty
Denji's want for stuff is more than my want has ever been for anything.
He seems pretty one-track minded right now, and just...
I mean, but you can kind of understand.
Yeah,
the guy's
for sure.
fucking sold his body before.
Yeah, very simplistic view on things so far.
I love Denji, man.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's just obsessed with Makima right now.
Yeah.
It's like, does she have a boyfriend?
Since I haven't read this yet, let me just give my opinion on the first couple chapters, too.
Okay.
Where just for Denji, I just love a couple when he's talking to the dog about what he's gonna dream about tonight and shit, and his just fucking random positivity on things.
Yeah, funny. He's a great so far. I love him as a lead.
But then any chance he gets to he does pretty much see things for the way they are though. At the end of the day, he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's never had shit.
Yeah, man, and he's a
really well written character.
Really sad backdrop to him so far.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's there's nowhere but up.
So let me ask you this:
He's already living his dream life.
First 3 chapters in, what are you thinking about Makima so far?
I think she's. Well, I don't know. All right. Yeah, I think she's okay. I guess. I don't know. I mean, in chapter 3, it becomes pretty clear that she's got other motivations. And she's super important to this company and shit. But I don't think. I mean, obviously she's up to no good in some sort of way. She's got some side shit going on, dude. I don't know.
Definitely, yeah, and yeah, she's the way they're introducing the character comes off a little bit shady almost.
Yeah.
Where she has glimmers of kindness, and then right back to dark.
I think the situation that Denji's in is actually super comparable to what's his name from Jujutsu Kaisen, Itadori, where he just gets like cursed more or less, and like the people around him are pretty much down to kill him whenever, like as soon as he runs out his usefulness.
So the reason I bring this up though is because
same thing with Demon Slayer.
In the chapter, Denji asked the guy that he's training under. I'm gonna keep forgetting his name. It's like Akihaya something. Akihaya.
Dude, that's a crazy name.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna guess something simple, but
he asked him if he thinks Makima's a good person, and he's like, of course she is. And then he says something interesting. He says, I owe her my life, and I find that interesting because like you said before, we don't get into his backstory.
Yeah,
but clearly she plays a big part in it.
Yeah,
and I'm interested to find out how much.
See, that's happened. What I was gonna say something, but I stopped myself because I think it comes later in the story.
Well, that's okay. But yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know. Maybe he's a similar case to Denji. Maybe she found him. I don't know. We haven't seen any. Up to chapter 3, we haven't seen any of his powers yet. But I'm curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I don't think he shows any sort of powers or anything. You do get a little tidbit of his backstory though.
Yeah.
Slightly later. I don't know, he seems kind of like completely against Denji as far as like character structure goes.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be a fun dynamic throughout the rest of the story, at least while they're together.
So far all we know is that he walks around with a katana and he's kind of a dick.
Yeah. He's definitely a big old asshole to people that seem like they're out to get. But I think at the same time he's like trying to protect like in his mind he's like trying to protect like the respect of the organization he works for, more or less. Like the seriousness of it. And what's her name?
Makima?
Yeah, he takes her super seriously.
Yeah. Well, it almost seems as if
she's like legit as fuck. I don't know. Like there's nothing really, like no information on her.
It almost seems as if he has a crush on her too.
Probably, for
Seems
sure.
that way.
Oh, for sure.
It might get a little tension between him and Denji through that. But also, I guess really the last notable thing to mention about this chapter would be that he has to live with him now.
Yeah.
So they have to live together. And basically he said, they told me I could kill you if you run away. So this should be an interesting dynamic going forward.
Yeah.
I think because these chapters aren't very long. So I'm thinking maybe we just start bunching them up. Maybe we do 2 for the next review. Might be, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I would like to, but when they do get longer, I would like to get as much detail into the chapter as we can. This one was just only 15 pages or so. So
right. No, this is a really short chapter.
But yeah, so far I'm thoroughly enjoying this work. So
it's awesome, man.
We'll see.
That's great. I'm super pumped that Mappa picked it up too.
Yeah, you said they were the same that did
Jujutsu.
Oh, I thought it was Attack on Titan.
They did.
Okay,
they did
the final
Jujutsu
season, right?
and Attack on Titan.
They've just been pumping out shit. So.
Yeah, they're like the big dogs, I guess, right now. I don't think. Bones. It's like Bones and them. And then what's it called? Madhouse has kind of always been like to me the GOAT, but they haven't really done anything crazy lately.
Yeah, I haven't seen any like Madhouse shit in a while.
Nah, I mean, hopefully they're just like doing
cooking
the crazy
up some shit.
Cooking
up some shit. Yeah, they just
drop some bombs.
Do we get a date on when that Chainsaw Man anime is coming?
I don't think so.
No.
No,
just in the works.
Yeah, I mean, I can look that up real quick. Give me a sec.
Yeah, another thing to note, I probably already noted this in the previous chapter reviews we did for this. Just the artwork is absolutely beautiful too, throughout the whole book.
Yeah, it's great. It's super well drawn, man. Especially like the like really grotesque scenes. It actually reminds me of Berserk a lot. Like reading that.
Berserk is fucked.
Just starting to read that.
Oh, that shit is fucked, son.
Yeah, no dates.
Okay.
Just that Mappa's doing it.
Well, yeah, we will be on the lookout for that, and you better believe we'll have the reviews.
Absolutely.
When it comes out.
That's definitely a show I'm gonna watch week to week.
Yeah, I think next week. I think next week. Why don't we do 2 chapters or maybe 3?
Just kill off the volume.
Yeah, because I mean, eventually we're gonna catch up to where they are.
I gotta buy next series, or like the next couple. I don't know where they're at right now.
I could just send you the link online.
Yeah. We should definitely. I want to plug another review that we should do because I started reading it. I was talking about it like multiple times this year.
What's that now?
I just haven't gotten to it yet. Record of Ragnarok.
Okay, yeah, you're not the first person to bring
They're
that up.
They're serializing it in Japan, but it's not released at all with an official translation.
Shout out my boy Marcos. He actually recommended that too.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's getting a Netflix show. The studio that's doing it is slightly questionable.
Netflix is fucking. Oh man, I don't know. All right, let me ask you a weird question. Sorry, this is almost like podcast material right now.
Right.
How do you feel about Netflix like monopolizing a whole bunch of animes?
They're not. They're only doing that in English-speaking countries. Like those shows get released normally in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Because Netflix original animes are fucking trash.
Well, that's the funny thing, because Netflix only releases the whole show.
Yeah.
So like when those shows are dropping in Japan, you can just watch them.
Yeah.
And they'll be like fan translated.
Okay.
But the translations will be pretty fucking good. Yeah. So that's what Record of Ragnarok is right now. And like the craziest thing about fan translations for manga is it goes so much above and beyond what an anime does. Because an anime is literally just subtitles, and like occasionally they'll like translate some shit that's in a sign on the screen or whatever. Whereas manga, they have to redraw entire fucking panels, like massive hunks of the entire panel, because there's a giant Japanese word written over this entire guy's face or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they do a really fucking good job with Record of Ragnarok. I would say like chapter 1's awful, and like the translation's terrible.
So we gotta get on that. I mean, shit.
Once you get past. Popping. I think I'm on chapter 6 or something like that, and I did it all in like 4, just like scroll.
I mean, we're gonna talk about this on the podcast anyways, but
yeah,
we'll probably look to comments and subscribers really to see what do you guys want us to watch and review for like the back half of the season.
Yeah,
a lot of things are ending. So
we should talk about that more. We had a bunch of comments on our like first 2 videos once we like got this new studio set up, and we've had like none on our last videos. So like. I didn't respond to any at first, but I will definitely.
We're going to be better.
Definitely get back to you guys from here on out.
Please don't give up.
I didn't have like easy access to our YouTube account before because I was being lazy, and now I have everything set up. So
yeah, we'll definitely
tell me what to watch. Tell me what to do.
We'll definitely do our best to interact more.
Let's do it.
But yeah, I guess lastly, let's just end. If you had to give a 1 out of 10 rating for chapter 3, what do you got?
Chapter 3 as like just for like the looks of it, probably like a fucking 9 out of 10, because you get that cool overshot of Tokyo, and like it was all before that was all like grime and gore and shit. It's really short though, and not much happens. The scene where he kicks the dude in the nuts though is a lot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, he's like, when I fight men, I only go for the nuts.
I only go for the crotch.
And then he just can't, dude. He fucking destroys this man's testicles.
He's like, you really do only go for the crotch. But yeah, I like.
I'd probably give the whole chapter like a solid 8.5.
I would personally. I'm gonna go with the 7.5.
Yeah.
I liked it. It is really short. And
yeah.
I guess the high points of it are starting to see the hierarchy of the Devil Hunting Association. So we're kind of starting to world build a little bit. So compared to the previous 2 chapters, not quite as good, but it's definitely needed. So
yeah.
I'm excited to see what else happens, boys.
For sure.
So that's it. I don't got much more on this, do you?
Nah.
All right.
I'm set on my 8.5 because I liked how it looked.
All right, guys. Yeah. Also, if you ever want us to review any other mangas together on the show, we definitely will. Get in the comments. Do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the podcast.
Love you.